Hello everyone, my name is Sean Hendricks and I'm here in the next video in our video series of the speakers for Autodesk University's CAVE conference. I'm here with Anselm von Seherr-Thoss, who is going to take us through a little bit of background on himself as well as what he's going to be doing for a class at CAVE. So Anselm, thanks again for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Why don't you start by just telling us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Hey, so I'm Anselm. I go by Ansi everywhere, and I'm working here in Candy Visual Effects in New Orleans, mainly doing simulation and dynamics, particle effects. If it's simulated, that's my type of work pretty much. And yeah, I've been doing it for the better part of the last 8 years. And yeah, that's my background.
And now, obviously, you get into you're in the visual effects side of things. What types of visual effects are you most often working on? What are the things people know you for?
That's probably fume effects and Krakatoa-driven particle simulations, as well as destruction stuff or stylized 3D 8-bit things. I worked on quite a few car commercials and cell phone commercials in the past, so all these visuals kind of I tackle on in the day-to-day business.
Now I know for this class that you're doing at CAVE, it's focused around particle flow inside of 3ds Max and specifically around the new toolboxes that got added in the last release. Can you tell us a little bit about the type of stuff people are going to learn in this class?
Yeah, so in the first part we're going to talk about 8-bit pixelation, kind of tapping into the Black Eyed Pea video that I worked on a little while back. And I get a lot of emails on my volatilevfx.com training website when I'm finally going to do a tutorial covering this technique. So I thought that's a good idea to get over that in the CAVE conference. And in the second part, I'm going to talk about M particles, which is the old Pure Flow Toolbox 2. And we're going to create and break structures based on stress and force. So we're going to shatter a little blimp kind of Zeppelin object.
Because, you know, there's nothing like destruction to get people's attention.
Right. Always a winner.
Now, I know one of the things that people may not realize when they're first going through the class list for CAVE is that your session is one of the sessions that's a fully hands-on session. So we're not just you're not just sitting listening to you talk about this thing. Everyone's going to get a machine, they're going to sit down, and they're going to actually have to try and build these things. So what is it that you're going to be providing in the class to make them kind of get through the process?
Yeah, in order to help you following along, I will prepare a start scene file where the basic object we're going to destroy is already kind of built because we don't want to spend time building, we want to spend time destroying. And along with that, through each step, you will get a beginning and a final max file. So even if on your particular machine it didn't quite work out, at least you can open the final max file and check out how it in the file that's definitely working. And so even if you can't quite follow along, there's definitely just open the final max file, and it's the final I prepped for the actual scene. And along with that, you get a little handout document. And between those two, you probably hopefully follow along.
Perfect. So again, I want to thank you very much for coming out to talk to us. For anyone that wants to check out Ansi's class, it's going to be on day 3 of CAVE. So you have to be there for all the way through the 3rd day for the CAVE process. And his will be one of the few hands-on classes, so I highly recommend you check it out. And thank you very much. Again, thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you for having me. It's going to be great.